Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're a little bit on the spooky Halloween vibes over here in the dark, because we're going to be giving up some really kind of big and huge news when it comes to the PlayStation 5. Now, every now and then you kind of have these big titles where it's like, oh my god, huge news or huge patent or huge update or whatever. And in all honesty, this one actually kind of is. This is a really big one because it's in regards to Mark Cerny, who is literally the person who made the PlayStation 5 that has a massive update that will be making this console go make it look absolutely amazing in the near future. It's also a really cool patent, and I want to kind of go a little bit more on the in-depth side for this because this is huge news in regards to the future of the PlayStation 5, in regards to the future of the games, and also in regards to the future of the game and game performance. So we have a lot of stuff to go cover throughout this video, a lot of really good news to go and cover, and like I said, a little bit more of the spooky kind of late night in the dark vibe over here, although this video is going to be up at 11 o'clock, so don't mind me. Ooh. I just want to make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. And sign up for Weeble. The pods when I was getting a bunch of free stock for myself, that Coinbase too as well. And let's go and dive on in, because this is always the best news to go and cover, because any actual proper big improvement and any proper big in like graphics and overall engine upgrades is big, at least in my opinion. So let's go talk about this one. So like I said, as you guys know, Mark Cerny is a very big figurehead when it comes to the PlayStation 5. So this one, we had to kind of give you guys the title over here in regards to Video Game Chronicle. Mark Cerny's new patent could reveal plans now to accelerate ray tracing on the PlayStation 5. A new patent describes the method of improving performance when ray tracing is enabled. So let me go talk about that first and foremost to kind of fill people on in, as I also cover the title itself. So number one big thing, if you guys don't know what ray tracing is, that's basically just the technology of utilizing like shadows, utilizing water, utilizing just basically the entire game. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of memes where it's like ray tracing on, ray tracing off. It's huge. Like, this is like pretty much the future of like gameplay, future performance, future of like shadows, future of like utilizing like environments and lightings, just basically everything in terms of making your console games look phenomenal. And the part two of this is making your games look good by using ray tracing, but also performing well and not taking too much of a slog and having to lose frames. So basically it's a win-win. You have the double whammy of basically the game looking better, the game performing better, and just kind of flowing better too as well. And this is in regards to Mark Cerny too, who's basically the PlayStation 5 architect creator. So he has a very big say and very big knowledge base of what works, what doesn't work, and as well, how to make the PlayStation even better. And this also through a patent itself, so through legal stuff itself, not just like purely in there. As well as you guys probably also saw recently, Mark Cerny also did a really cool PlayStation 2, 3, 4, basically backtracking too as well. So with this, Sony Interactive Entertainment has filed now. I'm going to try to find a better spot for my webcam over here. Maybe put myself a little bit smaller. Basically, Sony Interactive Entertainment has filed a new patent that suggests it's looking to improve the performance of the PlayStation 5 games and PlayStation 5 itself when using ray trace lighting. Filed this basically week, as spotted by a Twitter user, someone who's just checking out the patents, and credited to the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 engineer Mark Cerny. The patent is titled System and Method for Accelerated Ray Tracing with Asynchronous Operation and Ray Transformation. So basically for the legal mumbo jumbo, it's just basically saying better ray tracing, faster ray tracing, as it's also basically just, utilizing the actual console graphics itself. The patent describes a system that uses shader processors to shorten rays, thus increasing the overall performance when ray tracing is turned on. So this is huge. Like, this is like a massive update in regards to patent and also like secluded Sony technology that will be basically making games run better and also look better while running better. Just the combination of the two. The described processing strategy may result in a significant improvement of ray tracing speed as the shader program is only performing hit testing, the patent reads. So at least from what I'm seeing, you guys can maybe agree or disagree down below. It basically just kind of means that like it's essentially just performing it and basically making it and like kind of optimizing a little bit better. Maybe a good example is like if you have to go do a brush stroke 100 times, instead of doing it 100 times, you may just have like maybe like a huge like line that does it 100 times at one point. Maybe that's a dumb idea. I don't know. Maybe it's like basically just like shorthanding everything to make it just a little bit less you have to actually encode and process so it performs a little bit better. Hopefully I said that even right. So basically real-time ray tracing, which allows for the realistic simulation of light and reflections, as I covered up before. And that's why it's kind of a big upgrade and big kind of processing deal, because obviously if you want your game to look nicer, light and reflections, and like think of a mirror, think like water reflection, think like clouds on the sky in water, think like light, think like a light in the room, think like a scary game, and like the light can maybe be a little bit more ominous and kind of like be a little bit more of a realistic sense instead of blinding up the whole room as well. This is kind of really big for realistic simulation, and it kind of gets you more immersed, especially for single player games. So maybe think Last of Us, where you're in like a room and you have like one baby light, or maybe a scary game where you're holding a candle. Like all this type of stuff is huge for games. So it's basically similar for those seen in CGI movies, is a flagship visual feature of the new gen consoles, both for the PS5 and Xbox Series X, and obviously modern PC GPUs, so think NVIDIA as well. So currently, many PlayStation 5 games, such as even Spider-Man Miles Morales, and also Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, offer ray tracing modes. However, these modes come with the trade-off of reduced frame rates, which obviously people would rather have the higher frame rate if they can, and lower resolutions in order to facilitate the significant power required for the effect. So with this, you guys can probably go and tell that it's basically saying, hey, you can have this, you could have the features, you can make the game look and feel nicer, but you have to have a trade-off. Now, ideally, this patent should make it so you don't have to have that trade-off at all. You're just basically getting the game as it's full and optimized as best as it can. Other graphically intense titles, such as the upcoming Gran Turismo 7, aren't actually able to enable ray tracing at all during gameplay, because there's really so much stuff going on and so much stuff has to process, and it's already a pretty graphically intensive game, so just basically the internals can barely handle it, which is fine. But imagine now Gran Turismo 7 on PC, where it would look better, feel better, and flow better too as well, which I'd probably agree with. I feel like that's kind of a big thing to kind of go and know. I would want that to happen. I would want that to flow. So ideally, it will. More in the future, though. But like that's kind of like, you can't have a good example where it's kind of like inhibiting everything, where the inhibiting itself, if it's not flowing good and not feeling good, then what's the point? Like if you can't go and utilize the game to its fullest potential, you need to. And that's why they're actually working on this as of right this second. So hopefully you guys don't mind me for my camera itself. I know it's been a little bit weird. I'll make sure it's all good today. But for this one, on PCs, NVIDIA's RTX video cards offer hardware accelerated ray tracing that has been seen as a feature widely adapted by many modern games. This regards more of this basically just utilizing the console a bit more. Now, Sony Interactive Entertainment has now filed several notable patents over the last few years, and they have some kind of intriguing ones like the AI voice assistant called the PlayStation Assist, and like basically the system too as well to let people leave in-game text, image, and audio tips for other users. Kind of think like maybe like how it is for Elden Ring right now. And we've also seen all the cool stuff too, like real-time help services too, and other various things too as well, like path building mechanics and other type of stuff mixed on in. But I do want to kind of give my kind of thoughts on this more so. I think this is awesome. So when it comes to like the future of gaming right now, ray tracing is huge. It's very, very utilized. It's very, very efficient, and PC gamers especially utilize it. Like for me, I have a 3080 Ti on my PC. I want good graphics. I want good lighting. I want good lighting features. And I'm sure you guys, if you guys have a PlayStation or want to get one, same with the Xbox, you want to have something big. You want to have something nice. You want to be able to go utilize it and make everything look good. You want the game to look stunning. You want the frame rates to be good. Like that's what you're paying the $500 plus for, plus the game itself. So the fact that we're now seeing Mark Cerny go and actually utilize and put his time and effort into trying to focus and make this a reality could be huge for the PlayStation, especially because as of right now, a patent does take a long time to file and be approved. And as of right now, it does seem like it has been approved, which means that Sony as of right now has their own legal basically confirmation that they came up with it, they utilize it, and even for their console, they can go and basically make their games with it. And that might be actually be a huge leg up too as well for the Xbox Series X. As well, right now they actually do utilize all that technology. It may not be as optimized as maybe the PlayStation 5s may have actually been. And it's kind of a bigger thing too, because Mark Cerny, as I said, literally worked on making the PlayStation 5. So he, if any people, would actually know the internals and how to utilize them and how to make them as good as possible. So for this is really huge, like kind of bigger than expected. That's why I'm in the scary, scary room over here, because it'd be a very frightful thing if we don't have this actually happen, but I'm pretty sure it will. So if you guys want to give me your thoughts and comments down below, feel free to. But I love seeing these Sony patents. I love seeing these big upgrades. I love seeing seeing the potential of these consoles finally being utilized, although it has been over a year. And overall, I love also hearing your thoughts and comments down below. So please make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, linked down below. Sign up for that Weeble, sign up for that Coinbase, and as well, let me know what you guys go and think, because ray tracing is definitely the future, and seeing more and more and more of it kind of coming up throughout these past few weeks, and also even right now with this patent, does make me very, very happy. So we have a lot more kind of cool gaming news we'll cover all throughout the day, so make sure you guys are subscribed, as I mentioned, and as well, this is cool. I can't wait to actually go and see whatever this will turn into in the very near future. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully the camera will look a little bit nicer too as well.